So you have not worked in the NHS yet. You
Yeah.
directly applied for the training position and you got it. How did you do that? How did you build a portfolio around that? How much valid is the CREST form that is signed from your own country rather than the NHS? Like how someone can do the audits or quality improvement projects, step-by-step process. So what are the three solid tips you would give to someone applying for non-training jobs in the NHS? What is the pathway for the Royal College exams? Person who has a GMC registration can actually go and work in New Zealand as well. How can they do that? And the second question, do they need NHS working experience for that? Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Spinach, and it's been long that I have posted a video. So, for those who do not know me, I'm an international medical graduate, and well, I completed my MBBS from China, did my FMGE, did an year's internship in India, and cleared my PLAB exams, got a GMC registration and a license to practice. Currently, I'm a second year psychiatry trainee in India. So we have a very special guest here today on our set. Please meet Dr. Aditya Rathore. He is an old friend of mine. We used to work together in a hospital at Bhopal. Yeah, Aditya is about to start his training in the NHS as a GP trainee very soon, probably next month. So, Aditya, would you please consider introducing yourself?
I am Dr. Aditya. I have done my MBBS from Gandhi Medical College, Bhopal. Then in 2020, I completed my graduation, and I probably started my PLAB journey in the August of 2020 23 probably, when I sat for PLAB 1, and then it took me 2 years to get into a training position, and I'm about to begin my GP training on the 6th of August next month.
All right. So, summarizing this part, you started your PLAB journey. So, when did you give your English language exam?
I gave my English language exam in January of 2023, OET.
All right. And then when was your PLAB one?
I booked PLAB 1 in Sri Lanka because I wanted to give that exam soon.
All right.
If I have waited for slots in India, I probably would have to wait for 1.5 year or something. So that's why I took the exam in Sri Lanka. I traveled to Sri Lanka 12 days before my exam
Mm-hmm. And when
to
was
study
that?
there.
Oh my God. That's wonderful.
12th of August.
In 2023.
Yeah,
Awesome, awesome. And when did you take your PLAB 2?
in Feb of 2024.
All right. So you kind of completed your journey nearly within a year, starting from your English language exam, and you passed all your exams in one shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. So you did your OET, and then PLAB 1 in August, and then you went on to take PLAB 2 in Feb. And when did you get your GMC registration?
May 2024.
All right, all right. And to be clear to everyone in our audience, so you have not worked in the NHS yet. You
Yeah,
directly applied for the training position and you got it.
yeah,
Wow, that is a great feat. Congratulations. And it is very difficult even to secure a position, uh, but you got a training position directly. So it's like it's something really to learn from you. So if I may ask, so how did you do that? How did you build a portfolio around that?
yeah. Uh, I had a lot of clinical experience in India, and
Hmm.
I have spent a significant time of my life working as a GP in India. That's why I was pretty sure that even if I am new to NHS, GP is a thing which I can very easily settle in, even in the new system like NHS.
Hmm.
So that's why I got my crash form signed. It is certificate of readiness of specialty training.
All
It is
right.
like a form. which certifies that your F2 competencies are completed. You
Mm-hmm.
have to get the form signed by a consultant.
Mm-hmm.
So I approached the consultant under whom I have been working in India,
Mm-hmm.
and he was very happy to sign the form because he was sure that I am competent enough. He has seen the UK F2 Foundation Program curriculum, and as he knew that I had all the required competencies, he signed the form.
Mm-hmm.
Then I set for an exam called as MSRA, which
All
is
right.
multi-specialty recruitment exam
Mm-hmm.
in the Feb of 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And according to the score of that exam, I have been allotted GP training from Northumbria Deanery.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I have a few questions here. So, well, first of all, how much valid is the CREST form that is signed from your own country rather than the NHS? So some people, what they do is they secure a position in the NHS as a junior doctor, not as a training position, not a training position, and then they work for a year, get that CREST form signed, and do whatever they can, and then apply for the training position. Now, what is the validity of that? How do NHS or someone who recruits in the training weighs that this CREST form is as much eligible as the one that is signed from the NHS consultant?
It is the crest form signed in UK versus crest form signed in India. Both has same validity. The HEE, the HEEGP National Recruitment Officer don't differentiate between the crest signed in UK and the crest signed in India. You can get your crest signed in India for entering the specialty training, and this new arrangement has been in place since the year 2020 when the UK government abolished RMLT Act.
Okay. Okay. Can you please tell more about that?
According to this act, before the COVID era, the UK government clearly specified that before offering any position to a person who is non-citizen of UK or a
Mm-hmm.
person who don't have right to work in UK, uh, they have to offer the same role to every UK resident first. But after this abolition of RMLT Act, they bought another act called as Equality Act 2010. They
Mm-hmm.
bought this old act again into the action, and it specified that the recruitment officers of UK are not gonna differentiate between the UK resident and resident of any other country.
All right. All right. So that means before 2020, you're saying before 2020 or before 2010. So
Before 2020,
before 2020,
the
they would prefer UK residents more
yeah,
than UK doctors, more than immigrant doctors.
yeah,
But after the abolition of that act, both of them were considered equal.
equal, yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. But, well, there have been rumors that this is going to happen again, that they are going to prefer the UK citizens over the international immigrants uh, for training positions. Is that true?
Unfortunately, this might be true. And in non-training job, they have already started preferring UK residents over the people who require sponsorship. And de facto, this is happening, I think. But in training position, as everything is transparent, this discrimination don't cannot happen because all of the process is transparent. Whereas in non-training jobs, the hiring process are not transparent. Uh, the advert come and it closes in like 5 to 10 minutes or 30 minutes, and the UK doctors can be advantageous in the non-training position. But yeah, from 2020 till 2025, the UK resident and non-UK resident have been in have been on equal footings.
Yeah, but in future, are there chances that they're going to, so you're saying they're going to prefer UK residents over, well, international immigrants or doctors for
Yeah,
non-training positions?
unfortunately, this might be the case for
Hmm.
after this recruitment round. Yeah, because
So,
the BMA British Medical Association has already lobbied for UK medical graduates they have argued that the UK medical graduate are not able to secure the training position, so they have lobbied and they have passed a resolution in favor of UK medical graduates. And I don't know what's going to happen next, but yeah, what the thing you said that they might prefer UK medical graduate officially for the training job as well. Yeah, this might be the case.
Okay, so it's like it's you can say a plea or whatever it is that has been lodged already from the British Medical Association, from the British doctors,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
because they are not able to secure the position now, and that is why they have given forward this whatever you can say, a plea or whatever to the NHS so that they can prefer British residents over the immigrants.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
This is good for NHS, but this is not good for IMGs, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, got it, got it. So, but it has not yet implemented.
Yeah, it has not yet implemented.
All right, all right. Okay. So coming back to you securing a trainee position as a GP, apart from the CREST form that you said you got signed from a consultant and MSRA exam, uh, so I have two questions here. The first one is, does the score of MSRA well matter in getting the training position? And the second thing is there anything else that you would like to tell people here, audience, that you must be doing throughout your throughout your CREST forms or throughout your job as a doctor, wherever you are in your country, in order to get into the training position?
The only thing that matter for GP is the MSRA score, and apart from that, you should be familiar with the audits and QIP process. And
Okay.
fortunately, I have also done 1 month clinical attachment in the UK, where
Mm-hmm.
I contributed to some audits and formal audits and quality improvement projects. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was having those knowledge of audits and QIPs. And yeah, apart from crash form, they only need an MSRS score. But the competition is increasing day by day because
Mm-hmm.
people are not able to secure a non-training job. So they all are sitting for MSRA, and there has been significant inflation going on every year. Uh, for score are basically a percentile. Like I got a score of 509,
Mm-hmm.
and it amounts to like 83 percentile something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so the percentile you need to score to get a training position is increasing year by year.
All right, all right. So you mentioned audits and something else as well with it. So
Quality improvement projects.
quality improvement project. So can you tell us a bit more about how someone can get into these, like how someone can do the audits or quality improvement projects, step by step process within just a few minutes?
Yeah, a person can, if the person is doing clinical attachment in UK, they can ask their respective education supervisor that I am keen in doing that audit. Can I please join your team in the audit process? And if the person is in India, they can ask their respective HODs that I want to contribute to an audit in the department or quality improvement projects, and they can search on the internet, and they can also take advice from their respective HODs as they have done their, most probably your HODs might have done with their MT and MS, which has a compulsory thesis and audit and quality improvement project component. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they might be familiar with it, and they can take advice from them. And after contributing to the audit, the HOD might issue them a certificate
Mm-hmm.
which will mention that that audit is done. And I think the audit and QIP done in India would be acceptable,
All right, all
would be
right.
equally acceptable. Yeah.
So what do you actually do in the audits? Can you give
Yeah,
me an
you,
example?
yeah, for example, for example, in my hospital in India, there was a waiting time uh, of a patient to be first seen by doctor is like 2 hours. So
Mm-hmm.
first of all, in audit, we try to make some changes so that how we can reduce the waiting time from 2 hour to like 30 minutes or something. We try to implement the changes, and after implementing the changes, we record how much time now the patient has to wait. That's like an audit.
All right.
It means that you have theoretically studied a situation and then you have tried to uh, get the problem of the solution, and you implement the solution that you found theoretically, and
Mm-hmm.
after implementation of the solution you try to make note of the final results. That
Mm-hmm.
is actually an audit, and it's an
Okay.
audit cycle. Apart from that, in India the audits are also like little bit different. For example, in the last hospital where I worked, I did an audit regarding the count of medicines and equipments and all the mini units. That's also an audit, but yeah, audit is something like that only.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. So how many audits in total you did?
I have done 3 audits. I
Mm-hmm.
have contributed to two audits in University Hospital Coventry, and which included that patient wait time in emergency department, and the second audit comprised of effect of frailty on elderly patients.
Amazing. Amazing. And one in India.
Yeah,
All right, all right. Okay. So you have mentioned getting your CREST form signed. You've mentioned about audits and quality improvement projects. And you have also mentioned about getting a good score in MSRA. Is there anything else that a doctor who is, well, looking forward to working as a training at a training position in the UK should think about? Something that can make a
no,
difference?
I don't think only MSR score matters. And the personal specification of GPA Narrow says that you must have basic knowledge of audit and QIP, and one should check the F2 competencies which are mentioned on the foundation program curriculum. If you have
Mm-hmm.
all those F2 competencies, and if you have basic knowledge of audits and QIPs, and if you get a good MSR score, you are probably good to go.
Okay, wonderful. So before even starting with si- uh, this form signed, CREST form signed, you can actually check about the well foundation year, whatever it is that they want from you, and then work on
Yeah,
that in that year, so that in the
yeah,
following year when you apply for your training position, you have all of the things that they need.
yeah, you are absolutely right, Dr. Spinach.
Okay, thank you very
Yeah,
much. So
before
now,
signing
yeah.
before signing the crest form, it is written on the crest form that consultant will have to read the foundation program curriculum, and
Mm-hmm.
after going through foundation program curriculum, he would uh, if he is satisfied that you are well versed with all the competencies mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
then only he will sign the form. So yeah, you have to know that competency listed in F2 curriculum. That's it.
All right. And what kind of or what type of hospital have you worked in India, does or in any other country? Does that matter as well? What is the reputation of that hospital?
I mean, you should be having significant clinical exposure.
Mm-hmm.
This thing matters. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that the reputation of hospital that you have worked at all matters
Mm-hmm.
while applying for specialty training.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for example, one can be incompetent. Uh, one person from Names Delhi can be incompetent, while a person be from like a small hospital
Mm-hmm.
in peripheral area can also be competent. So I don't think the patient load and the reputation of hospital
All right.
matters. But yeah, in non-training job, the quality of hospital you have worked definitely matters. For example, if you have done your residency names Delhi or Apollo, it adds to your CV point significantly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but the main thing matters is you should be competent enough. That's it. It doesn't matter if you have worked in X or
Right.
Y hospital. Yeah.
Right. Right. So, what websites did you choose to apply for these for the training program?
There is a national UK GP NRO national recruitment portal which
Okay.
redirects you to the Oriel. There is an Oriel training portal in which you fill in all your details, all your work experiences, and you upload the crash form. And after that, they check whether you meet the criteria mentioned in the GPNRO or not. And if you satisfy the criteria, they invite you to attempt the MSR. And MSR is a competitive exam. You get ranked I was ranked 6061 in the MSRA
Okay.
among all the applicants.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there are like 7,000 to 8,000 specialty training seats, including
Mm-hmm.
GP. GP has 4,500 seats, and the psychiatry has 500, and the rest of other 2,000 seats goes to anesthesia, medicine, surgery, obsgyny, and all the other
Right.
specialties. So you get ranked, and according to the rank, you preference. It's totally like an Indian counseling,
Okay.
like uh, like you have an experience of sitting NEET PG counseling.
Mm-hmm.
The MSRA counseling is same like Indian NEET PG counseling.
All right. Okay.
You
Okay.
preference, for example, I made London as my first choice,
Mm-hmm.
Manchester as my second choice, and I
Mm-hmm.
rest everything to Almighty. I just copied and pasted
All right. Okay, got it. So,
because
and which is the top specialty that is chosen, like that comes at the top in the MSRA top positions, like with the maximum
uh,
scores.
the maximum scores, radiology,
Mm-hmm.
anesthesia,
Mm-hmm.
but these specialties required a significant portfolio. For
Mm-hmm.
example, the anesthesia, obsgyny, radiology, and surgery, all these specialties require portfolio apart from an MSRA score. And
Mm-hmm.
probably I think that for getting portfolio of that level, you have to work as a non-trainee doctor in NHS for 2 to 3 years.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you need to have a portfolio like you have assisted in that explorative laparotomy, you have
Mm-hmm.
assisted the consultant in laparoscopic surgery, like you have seen what the appendectomy is. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think building that portfolio from India is possible until and unless you have done your residency. For example, you have done your surgical training in India, like MS
Mm-hmm.
in India,
Mm-hmm.
then I think it could vouch for that portfolio. But otherwise, you cannot have a portfolio of that level without working into the NHS. So
Mm-hmm.
most probably IMGs who are applying without NHS experience
Mm-hmm.
target mainly two specialties, GP and psychiatry,
All
because
right.
these specialties don't have any significant portfolio requirements.
Mm-hmm.
They need only a score. Yeah, but in MSRF, the high scorers choose either GP or psychiatry who are applying outside of their home country,
Mm-hmm.
outside of UK, I mean, and then the doctors who already have been working in NHS,
Mm-hmm.
like the doctors who are having 2 to 3 years NHS experience,
Right.
apply mainly in psychiatry, obsgyny, and all those specialties.
Right. Right. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Very, very insightful. So, let's say, because you tried applying for, or do you know, well, for non-training positions, what are the websites a doctor can use to apply for NHS jobs?
For non-training positions, a doctor can choose the job clerk. They can open the. I have tips and tricks of getting non-training jobs also.
All
You
right,
should
please.
use job clerk. Just type junior clinical fellow there and search it. And whatever jobs come, apply in 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. If you do like 400 to 500 application,
Hmm.
probably you would get a one interview. And if you are lucky enough to convert that, you will get a job. My most the friends who have got job. Unfortunately, I couldn't secure a non-training job, and I also didn't work hard for it. I was at all not interested in getting non-training position. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
many of my friends who were keen to get a non-training position have got the job.
Mm-hmm.
They used to treat a job application as a full-time process.
Mm-hmm.
Like they used to sit for 9 a.m. BST to 5 p.m. BST on their laptop. They
Mm-hmm.
used to refresh the track and the job clerk every time, and whenever they see that a new job has a popped in, they just used to apply within 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, so this jobclerk.com you said, jobclerk.com, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is like very dynamic. So it will show the job as soon as it comes. So it's very different from
Y-
the other ones where there are other two websites as well, which were told which do not have something this dynamic.
Job clerk, it's job clerk direct you to the head track only.
Okay.
There are, yeah, the official websites are NHS jobs,
Mm-hmm.
and the healthcarejobs.co.uk, which
Mm-hmm.
is a subdomain of track jobs only. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but you can also refresh the track, like search junior clinical fellow and refresh it every 15 minutes
Mm-hmm.
because the recruitment manager closes the vacancy in like 10 to 15 minutes only. They
OMG.
take first 50 applications and they are now not seeing the application submitted after 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, nowadays
Okay.
this is the reality. And you can also try, if you have a GMC, you can also try for getting a job in New Zealand or Australia. New Zealand, yeah, you can apply. One of my friends have gotten a job in New Zealand. The pathway is called as exam resistant pathway.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we will come to this one later. First, we'll complete the one that was with the NHS. This is such a nice thing, and I have questions there as well. So, for you, how many training positions did you apply for, or was it nothing like that? How does it work with the training positions?
Yeah, for training position, I applied only for GP.
All right. So, do you have to apply for so many hospitals or at different places, or it's not like that? It's
You have to apply for GP, then you have to preference it
mm-hmm.
as I
Innate.
applied for this MSRA on like October of 2024,
Okay.
and I started preparation of MSRA like mid-December,
Mm-hmm.
and I had my exam in February. Then after I got to know that I have got a good score,
Mm-hmm.
I started doing preferencing. You have
Okay.
to select the hospitals. You
Mm-hmm.
can choose. I actually choose all the places.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And my first choice was London, and my choice number two was Manchester,
Mm-hmm.
hospitals in London and Manchester. Then after that, I just selected the places randomly. I
Hmm.
left the choice of my degree to Almighty, and I am very happy to land anywhere in UK because I think apart from London and Manchester, the UK is actually the same.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. More vibrant in London and Manchester with more diverse population, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in a Newcastle, and this is also a very vibrant and diverse place. I used to be a supporter of Manchester Football Club, but now I am a die-hard fan of Newcastle Football Club.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Well, place changes you a lot, huh? Something that
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah,
has given you something, so you have to give it
yeah.
back.
It is my dream to play for Newcastle Football Club now.
Awesome. Oh my God.
Yes,
Okay, so you're into football as well. That's awesome.
yeah, yeah. Very
Mhm.
soon, I will make the Newcastle Football Club more coveted than Manchester Football Club.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, so what are the three solid tips you would give to someone applying for non-training jobs in the NHS?
Tip number one is apply as soon as possible.
Okay.
This is the most important tip and apply for as many jobs as you can and apply as soon as possible. For example, if you are applying as a junior doctor, you would be probably applying for orthopedic, obs, gynae, medicine, ED. Just in your mobile phone notes, make the list of all the key points. For example, if you are applying for psychiatry, you will be writing this. Like, for example, a full paragraph. Keep it pre-written, save it in your notes. When any job comes, just copy, paste, and apply.
Hmm. So
Because the
so
yeah,
people.
because the supporting statement is same for most of the job. For example, for every job, they want teamwork, they want leadership experience, they
Mm-hmm.
want relevant clinical experience, they want audits, they want QIP, they want management skill, they want teaching skill. Nearly
Mm-hmm.
every job description is nearly the same. It's
Right.
not possible that a medicine job would be asking for cooking skills or cleaning skills or dancing skills.
Right.
They ask for the same skills, and I don't see any difference in the job. Just copy, paste, and apply.
So you
I
are
don't recommend that use AI or do forgery or copy supporting statement. But yeah, you can have your pre-written supporting statement. Just copy, paste, and apply as soon as possible.
got it. Got it. So apply as soon as possible. You should have pre-written supporting statements. And what's the third tip?
Networking.
Okay. And how do you suggest to do that?
Uh, Personally speaking, I don't know much about networking, but I know people get job in the NHS by networking.
Mm-hmm.
If the lead consultant is familiar with you, he knows that you can significantly contribute to their team. They would be very happy to shortlist you.
Awesome, awesome. That's amazing. Apart from that, people say that apply for all the posts that you can get in the NHS recruitment job.
Yes,
So
yes.
and you support it completely, is it?
100% I support it
Mm-hmm.
because if you will stick to a single specialty as a junior doctor,
Mm-hmm.
for example, if I'm a junior doctor and if I will say that I'm only gonna work in obs and gynae, how's that gonna work?
Mm-hmm.
Because in NHS now the jobs are very limited. As the UK
Mm-hmm.
is a small island, it's not a big country as India and America. You
Yeah.
have to be flexible with the work that you are doing.
Yeah.
There, there is a there is
That's a
a
very good
trade-off
tip.
between yeah,
Yeah.
there has to be a trade-off between what you want to do and what they are offering you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to develop your skill set according to their requirement. You
Right.
cannot have your skill set. You can have your own skill set. You can
Mm-hmm.
have your own choice of specialty, but it doesn't work that way in UK.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. So if I ask you simply, what makes you stand out from other candidates and be chosen for the job that you're looking for or that you have applied for?
The number one point is you should be lucky enough.
To apply in those 15-minute slot, is that what you're saying?
You must be lucky enough to be chosen by hiring manager.
Okay, so luck plays a role. Okay, fine.
Luck plays a significant role. And number two is if you have some genuine CV points like Royal College exams or a training experience in the home country, yeah, that also significantly plays a part because
Mm-hmm.
they know that as you have been trained in this specialty in India
Mm-hmm.
or, for example, Pakistan, for
Mm-hmm.
example, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, then you have the relevant experience. Then it's natural that the person who has some experience in their home country will be preferred over the person who don't have experience. But
Right.
still, boils down to luck. It's all the choice of recruitment manager. If he chooses your CV or not, it's up to him.
So what is it that because if we leave everything to luck, then well, people will not be very happy here. So first thing that you said is clinical experience matters a lot, and that is something that NHS is looking forward to. So I guess with the CV as well, the recruiter must be looking for something. Um, and the first thing that you said is clinical experience. What else?
The Royal College exam.
All right. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. All right. So I think we have kind of covered a lot of things here. We have covered how you can secure a non-training job using, well, the portals and the websites that you have mentioned, and how you can get into the training job in the UK as well. So if I ask you, if someone has done their post-graduation already from their country, so what are the routes that they can enter into the UK?
They can apply, they can work as a specialty, the registrar in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for now their route is less saturated compared to the junior doctor route.
Mm-hmm.
They can apply as a specialty registrar. For
Okay.
example, Dr. Spinach, you are doing training in psychiatry.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you pass that MRC Psych Part 1, then you can very easily get a job in in psychiatry department in
Mm-hmm.
NHS. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you would be preferred that me. If
Mm-hmm.
I am a recruitment manager, I would prefer you
Mm-hmm.
compared to any other candidate who has no NHS experience.
Right, right. So, and what route should they prefer? Because there are two different routes. So you can either choose the PLAB route or you can choose the MRC psych route. So what would you say would be preferable to people who have already done their post graduation?
If the person has done their post graduation or doing their post graduation, they should choose Royal College route.
Mm-hmm. All right, all right. Um, so what is the pathway for the Royal College exams, if you can tell us?
Yeah, it depends what specialty you have experience in your home country. If you are having experience in medicine, then you can write MRCP1, MRCP2, and you can go for the PACES.
Mm-hmm.
If you complete full MRCP,
Mm-hmm.
then you can work. You would be preferred over a PLAB candidate, that's for sure,
Mm-hmm.
because nowadays for medicine jobs they are preferring candidates who have full MRCP or
Mm-hmm.
at least GMC registration with MRCP 1 and 2. You can
Mm-hmm.
try to attempt MRCP 1 and 2 while doing your residence in your home country,
Right.
and you can attempt the PACES later at your own convenience.
Okay, wonderful. And I can, if I already have a GMC registration, like I went through the PLAB route and doing my residency in India currently. So I can just take the MRC 1 and 2 and then if and enter the NHS and then take the paces later while I'm working in the NHS. And for others,
Yeah, that's
mhm,
for others, for entering the NHS, if they are doing residency in their home country, they have to complete the PACES also. Without
mhm,
PACES, they would be getting
GMC
GMC registration.
registration. All right, all right.
Yeah,
Makes sense. Is there any other route apart from these two routes that you
there
might
is
know?
another route called as MTI route, Medical Training Initiative route.
Mm-hmm.
It depends upon the collaboration between your postgraduate training university and GMC. For
Mm-hmm.
example, GMC has a tie-ups with some universities in Pakistan
Mm-hmm.
where people work for 3 years and they go
Mm-hmm.
to UK for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
They get GMC registration by sponsorship. I'm not sure whether this route is offered in India or not,
Mm-hmm. Ah, okay.
but there
Well,
is another route called as MTI, Medical Training Initiative.
oh, wonderful. And once they get the GMC registration after training from UK for 2 years, they are free to work in the UK. They don't have to go back to the
No,
country. So, and do they have
no,
to
they
pay for these 2 years and the 3 years that they are training in the home country and the UK?
no, no. They are given a chance if they complete full MRCP
Mm-hmm.
within these 2 to 3 years, they can work in UK after that. Otherwise, they have to go back after 2 to 3 years of experience in UK, and they are paid as a registrar in UK. I know many people from Pakistan who have come to UK via MTI route.
All right. This is even the easier route, right? This is a great route.
Yeah, this is
If someone just wants to get an exposure to the system of the UK, but they don't have to go through all the process of, going through PLAB 1, PLAB 2, MRC exams, right?
yeah, this is easiest route and most convenient route, I think.
Yeah. So Aditya, previously during this interview, you mentioned that a person who has a GMC registration can actually go and work in New Zealand as well. Well, my question here is two questions. First, how can they do that? And the second question, do they need NHS working experience for that?
There is a new pathway which is called as exam registrant pathway.
Mm-hmm.
According to this pathway, if anybody is having a job offer and has passed the PLAB 1 and PLAB 2, they might be considered as NRCEZX, that is New Zealand Licensing Exam equivalent. So yeah, they can get a job, but again, getting a job in New Zealand is also very difficult right now because they clear cut mentioned that they are gonna prioritize their own grads first.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can manage. One of my friend has recently gotten an employment in New Zealand as a PGY1 position. You can
Wonderful.
get.
So did
Yeah,
he have any NHS experience prior to that, or
no,
directly from his own country?
yeah. The pathway for people who are having NHS experience is different. It
Mm-hmm.
has some other name which is called as UK Registrant Pathway.
Mm-hmm.
But without NHS experience, you can apply through exam registrant pathway.
Okay, and they just need to have a GMC registration for that.
No, even the GMC registration is not needed. GMC registration is needed for the people who are going through exam, that UK competent authority pathway in which
Mm-hmm.
they need UK experience along with GMC
All right.
registration. But for exam resistant pathway, you should have PLAB 1 and 2 passed in the last 5 years, and you also need to have that OET valid certificate with you. That's it.
Oh, wonderful. So, a person who doesn't have a GMC registration and just passes PLAB 1 and PLAB 2 and have an English language competency, that person can actually apply directly to New Zealand medical authorities.
Yeah, yeah, but per person can look the healthcare jobs on kiwijobs.com,
Mm-hmm.
and they can contact the recruitment agencies
Mm-hmm.
of the New Zealand, and they can also try to email the HR of hospitals in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
If they work hard for this, I think they can get a job in like 4 to 5 months. Yeah, in New
One,
Zealand.
4 to 5 months.
Yeah.
Very, that's very, very great, actually. Wonderful. You know, people are
Yeah.
not able to get a job like since past 1, 2 years in the NHS itself. So, are there any other countries which offer the similar program as New Zealand?
No, I don't think so.
All right, all right.
Australia is there, but you need 1 year of NHS.
Experience for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Makes sense. Makes sense. So, well, Aditya, the session seems to be coming to an end. If you were to give any advice to the audiences here watching this interview, one advice, what would it be? Or
It
anything?
depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends upon the audience if they want to move if they want to relocate right now, they can work hard, try for it, apply to as many as places they want. They can do
Mhm.
clinical attachments, or they can attempt the Royal College exam. If a person is not in hurry, they can also do training in their home country, and then they can go to the UK. And yeah, I think a person with GMC registration should think in all the possible directions
Mm-hmm.
where they can take where they want to take your career into. They can also think of doing MBAs, and yeah, there are many options for GMC registered doctors.
Mm-hmm.
But the PLAB is not a golden bird as it used to be 2 to 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
where getting a GMC meant sure shot getting an employment. Right now, things are definitely quite difficult, and I myself have faced a lot of difficulties after GMC registration, and many of my friends who are in the UK have to go through a long hustle after GMC. Yeah, so one should be open to take their career in. One should think of every possibilities. I mean to say that.
Yes, wonderful. That was, I think, the best advice anyone could get from this particular interview. And we have spent around 50 minutes of the time on this interview. And I'm very glad that Aditya took his time to be here on this interview with us. Thank you very much for your time, Aditya. And I'm sure that this interview is going to help thousands of doctors who are watching this video right now to think in various directions and not just to focus on one thing. Apart from that, well, thank you very much for watching this interview until the end. And currently, I'm offering PLAB 2 classes. Well, these consist of both the sessions as well as the mocks. And in order for you to see how people are doing, you can go on to my Instagram account, check on my highlights, the testimonials. And if you want to, well, have sessions with me, you can also send me a message on Instagram on dr__spinach, Dr. Spinach. And you can also email me, drspinach21@gmail.com. Both of these things would be on your screen right now. And
I
well,
want to add few I want to add few points about Dr. Spinach. I think the audience should take help from Dr. Palak in passing PLAB. I have also taken a lot of tips from her, and she has experience living in UK, so she is familiar with the British culture, British accent, and how the people think and do work in Britain. So she could provide you valuable tips and advices for passing the PLAB 2 exam. Apart from this, she is also a gem of a person and a very nice and competent doctor. So yeah, you should follow her channel, take tips from her for your own betterment and advancement of your career.
Thank you so much, Aditya. It means a lot. It means a lot. Thank you very much for that. And is there any way people can reach to you if they want to?
They can connect me on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I will link my Instagram profile. Probably, will you link? Then I am very happy to mention my Instagram
Sure,
in
sure.
the caption of your video. It is
Mm-hmm.
Aditya Rathore #993. I am very happy to help out other people in any possible way I can. They
Mm-hmm.
can just DM me or connect with me. I'm always available to help other people, just like Dr. Palak.
Thank you so much. That's wonderful. Aditya, so if you want to reach out and ask for help, please reach out to Aditya. His Instagram profile, Instagram well, ID is on your screen right now. Well, if you enjoyed this video, gained knowledge from it, please like this video and share it with someone who can benefit from this. Well, if you are not already my subscriber, new to this one, please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. Leave a comment on any section you found very important and something that you took away from this interview today, so that people who are reading these comments can also benefit from that. So, thank you very much, everyone, and thank you so much, Aditya, for taking your time to be on this interview today and to help everyone out there preparing for these competitive exams, these exams in general.
It was lovely meeting you, Dr. Spinach. We had a very insightful conversation.
Thank you so much, Aditya. So, well, signing off, Dr. Spinach and Dr. Aditya today. Thank you.